Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, you're now watching another episode of Reed Gaming. I'm your host, Reed, and let's talk about understanding God's purpose in your life. I know everyone has that question. I've had that question. Sometimes I still have that question of, God, what do you want me to do? God, what do you need me to do? Why am I here? What did you put me on this earth for? And that is a very deep question. It is a powerful question because with the answer to that question, first of all, you're seeking purpose, and that is huge. First of all, calling on God to ask him, hey, Father, what do you want me to do for you? Think about how many millions and billions of people that live on this earth that do not think about God like that and claim that they're Christian. They just take on the title and they just live their lives, or the ones that don't believe in God at all. It does not matter. You have already set yourself apart. You already set yourself apart. So already take pride and celebrate that, hey, I'm asking God for purpose, and best believe he will give it to you. Because why would he tell you to ask him for things if he was just going to withhold that from you? You ask God, hey, God, what's the purpose of you putting me here? And he just like, I'm not going to tell you. Like, that would be crazy. Like, it would be absolutely crazy. So it's going to involve something that you have a passion for, some type of talent. God gave us gifts, just like a snowflake. Every single snowflake is different. So is each person on this earth as far as what God gave them. And you have something special in you that God would love for you to use to get people into the kingdom of heaven. Whether that's, you may be a singer, you may sing songs for God, you may be a writer, you may write poems or stories or movies. It doesn't matter. But it may be creative arts. You may have a mind for mentorship. Like, you may just have the leadership skills to be able to get somebody that needs a leader and can't find one, and God needs to send you. That happens. There's just so many different things. And I would recommend people, when they're asking God for what do you want me to do, fast. Because you're now denying your flesh. And when you deny your flesh, the spirit increases. So do that. Fast. And then ask God. I always feel at this point in my life, because I've fasted and I've asked God for something and he answered. If you're going to fast, ask God a question. Ask him a question. Have a question in mind. And fast while you're doing that. You will get the answer for sure. For sure. God has a plan for everybody. So no one is on this earth for just no reason. Like, no one. It doesn't matter if you believe in God, if you don't believe, if you do believe, it does not matter. Every single person that God put on this earth has a purpose. Every single person. So ask God. Fast and ask God. And then start preparing yourself. Read the word. Jump in there and start seeing what people have done in the Bible and see if those things resonate with you. You may want to do charitable works. There's just so many different things, but the source material was there. You're not alone and have no playbook to pull upon to get some ideas of like, hey, and while you're doing that, you're laying the groundwork for God to be like, yes, that's it. It's just going to click for you one day. You're just going to be like, that makes sense. For instance, for me, I was not thinking about doing a YouTube channel ever. And I was out walking around before YouTube even existed. I just decided to make music. I decided to be a rapper, and I wasn't making music for God. Quite the contrary, actually. I was making very secular, worldly music, whether it was drugs, women, alcohol. Yeah, I wasn't using my talents for the purposes of getting God into, getting people into the kingdom of heaven. And I could have, Then I started up a gaming channel. Wasn't about God either, but then it clicked within that realm of like, hey, you're a good talker. You can convey a message, convey God's. Talk to people about God. God has done so much for me that it should be shared. I should share it. Why not me? Why not do that thing for God? I've done so much for myself, use my talents for myself. Why not do these things for God? And once I started to do it, it felt right. Path of least resistance. I was doing music for so long and it was so hard. It took so dang on long to get any type of traction. I eventually got a song that was heard over 1 million times across the country on Spotify. But it took great work to do that. I put rap down, stopped doing the secular stuff, got into gaming, path of least resistance. That started to take off for me. But while I was doing that, I was getting myself together in the spirit. I was reading the Bible more. I was reading other texts more. I was talking to God more. I was getting closer to him, and I was getting rewarded for that behavior. And then I started to do what I'm doing now on multiple different platforms. I finally decided to really jump in on YouTube, but every single platform that I've decided to do this on, I've gotten traction. God has been like, yes, boom. And it's taken off in different ways. I'm not any type of overnight celebrity or anything like that. I don't have a big following on any of these platforms, but I will say that I got something, and I know that God approves of it, and God definitely put it in me, be like, hey, that's it right there. You finally got it. You got it. That's what it is. So you'll have your eureka moment too. It'll all click for you too. Just keep being obedient, keep wanting to serve God, and God will give you the opportunity to serve. Yeah, that's all I got, y'all. Bite-sized content. Until y'all give me the green light to go further, go deeper on some stuff, I'm giving you 10 minutes or less. I appreciate you guys. You made it this far. I love you. God loves you. Make sure that you guys like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Let me know in the comments something that you've been asking God about as far as your purpose. Or what do you think that could be? Have you gotten any inklings of like, hey, I feel that this is right? Jump out there, get out there and start to serve. God loves people that are charitable. He loves it when people help the less fortunate, when his people help the less fortunate. Start there. And you just never know. You might have already just nailed it with just that. So I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.